Class, welcome to week 13. This is really the last big push in the course. Week 14 is quite straightforward and should not require a lot of your time and attention. Since this class is based on experiential learning, you're really just going to present your final product, your website, for week 14, and that's most of week 14. That allows you to turn your attention to classes where you have a final exam and hopefully spend the time there as needed. But week 13 is quite involved, maybe our most involved week of the course. So I will try and make it through this content within 15 minutes so I don't take up too much of your time, but I want to make sure you have a comprehensive overview of your responsibilities this week. And as you can see, there are a lot of assignments. We're going to cover ranking and link building, and then we'll do quite a bit with Google Analytics. And then we'll also cover Project 5. So we'll start with ranking and link building. The idea behind ranking and link building is that links from other websites that point to your website will help you a lot in search engine optimization. Essentially, if there are a lot of people linked to your website, Google is going to see you as an authority on that content on that website. So it's advantageous to you if many people have links pointing to your website. But this doesn't just develop naturally. It can, but it will develop much faster if you have a concerted effort or strategy. And so that's what this assignment is about, is a strategy that allows you to develop links to your website as fast as possible. So you'll go through the readings and learn about these link building strategies, and then you will map out your own strategy as to who, when, what, how, and where will these links be gathered. That's the basis of ranking and link building. It's really to make sure you're taking an intentional approach to link building. And there will be a discussion board around that. Next, you'll do your Google Analytics assignment. Now, we've done some basics, but this is really going to take you in depth to Google Analytics. So please make sure you view this video so you get an idea of how to navigate. And then this assignment is going to be based around a demo account. And as I mentioned in my introductory email, there's not a lot of assignments in this course that have a fixed right or wrong answer. It's about how you think about the problems and how you address barriers or different options when building your business. In contrast, this assignment does have specific right or wrong answers, but there's a lot of assistance available for this. What you'll do is you'll access Google Analytics demo account. You'll click this link, which will take you to this page here. And then you can read through how to access the demo account, which is this main link here. I've already clicked on it. I'll open it up here. This is Google Analytics demo account. I'm going to slowly take you across the page. So it looks like a Google Analytics account, but there's a lot of data here. And we do this because you haven't had time to develop quite enough data to answer all these questions and have the robust data that's available here in the demo account. But it should look like your Google Analytics account. The key here, if we go back to the assignment, is this number 3 in your assignment instructions. You need to use the data for the month of January 2017, and this is where a lot of students miss. On just this simple step, you'll see the date range right here, and you can select January 1, 2017 to January 31, 2017. And that's where you need to set the date. Now, once that's set, you will go through Google Analytics and answer these questions. And you'll notice that Analytics can give you the answer to all of these questions. After you've attempted to answer the questions, your first go around, do your best. Answer your questions and then watch this. And then if you'd like, before you submit, you'll participate in a unique discussion board. Your Google Analytics discussion board will be based around that assignment. You will discuss and defend your answers to the Google Analytics assignment that you just completed, and then come to a consensus on the correct answers. So go through and share your answers with your classmates so that all of you can come to a consensus if possible. And that way you guys can collaborate with your discussion board group on the answers to these questions. Then you'll take the quiz, Google Analytics for Beginners. So that's all one assignment on Google Analytics. You'll go in depth, but it's really important to understand the potential, the power of Google Analytics. So take your time with that assignment, collaborate with your classmates, share your answers, discuss how you got to those answers, and then you can move forward. Project 5. For Project 5, we will utilize a site called WooRank. And there are a few different sites that do this, but WooRank is going to go through and is going to give you a ranking for how well you've optimized your website. And it's going to take into account search engine optimization. It's going to take into account how well you've built the site for page loading speed. It'll take into account integration of social media and just try and give you an overall score for your website. Then it's going to give you a list of changes to make. What you'll need to do for this assignment is to go to WooRank, you'll put in your URL, and then it will give you a score and suggested changes. And then you will list 5 high impact changes you plan to make on your site, or 10 low impact changes. Or you can do a combination of the two. There are, on occasion, WooRank will give what we might call medium impact changes to the site, and so they're not necessarily high or low. So feel free to include some of those as well, but think about 5 high impact changes, or 10 low impact changes, or 8 medium impact changes, or some combination of those. One thing to remember when you're doing this, WooRank will let you do 1 website per week for free. After that, it's a paid service. So companies like WooRank will earn their money by companies who want to rank their website regularly, or get feedback on their website regularly. And so they'll pay a subscription where WooRank will consistently monitor how well they're doing. You can use it for free once a week. So please remember to put your URL in there first. If something goes wrong, you can go to a different computer with a different IP address and enter it again from there. But it's kind of a pain for you to have to do that. We encourage you to implement those changes and then run WooRank again next week. But those are optional next steps. It's really cool to see the difference week to week as you implement some of their suggested changes. And that'll be about it. You'll have your reflection and then an end of course evaluation. I highly encourage each of you to submit an end of course evaluation. As I mentioned, I try to make changes every semester, and I've done so almost every semester based on that feedback. I know the course itself is a work in progress. I, as an instructor, am a work in progress, so please offer your evaluation. I'd love to hear your thoughts on things I can do better, things you'd like to see more of, things you'd like to see less of. That is really important to me. So if you have a chance, please do fill out the end of course evaluation. And that is it for week 13. Please reach out as you're working through some of these and need some help. I'm happy to offer any guidance possible on ranking, link building, Google Analytics, and WooRank. There will be a lot on your plate. And again, think of this week as the big push, and then after this, it's a little bit simpler from here on out. Thanks, everybody.